At some point in life, you have to stop worrying about what other people think so much. You have to let go of the fear of not being liked, of being hated, even. The thing about people is the way they treat others tends to reveal everything you could ever need to know about someone. If someone is filled up with so much hatred that they are just spewing out their hatred onto other people, strangers, um, holding their pasts against them, using this judgment that only God is worthy to hold on another over their heads, that says a lot about how they feel about themselves behind closed doors. Anyone who is kind and loving and generous to others, they generally are kind and loving to themselves behind closed doors. So you need to stop taking it so personally when someone is hateful, especially if there's no good, valid reason for it. A lot of times people will secretly be competing with you, and you may even think that you're their friend. So they would love to see you feel insecure about yourself. They would love to see you not be confident. They would love to see you fail. As terrible as that sounds, it is the truth. People who love themselves have no problem cheering other people on. They have no problem sharing their abundance of happiness, of spiritual treasures, of joy with other people. In fact, they want to share those things with other people because they have so much of it just overflowing out of them. They have an abundance to share, to give, to heal. So don't take it personally if someone doesn't like the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you present yourself, the way you are, what you believe. Who cares? What you have to say is still meaningful to someone. There's someone out there who needs to hear what you have to say. There is someone out there who will resonate with what you believe. Maybe they genuinely need to hear it. And these people who hate themselves, they would love to see you fail. They would love to see you keep your mouth shut and just shrivel up and shrink away and hide. Don't give them that. It's not even logical or rational for someone to just pour out their hatred on someone else. It's not logical or rational to hold someone's past over their head. The only person responsible for forgiving yourself is you. Other people imposing their opinions and their judgments on you has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them thinking or believing that it's even their place to cast judgment on someone else, much less to share that judgment out loud with another person. Judge and you will be judged. Anyone who is judging others so harshly, so critically, so unfairly is likely doing that to themselves behind closed doors. And I can only imagine what living in the frequency of judgment must do to you. I've lived in it myself, harshly judging myself and others. It's not a pleasant experience. There's no joy found in that, there's no peace found in that. It's honestly a living hell. So if someone is actively trying to make your life a living hell, don't take it as an accurate representation of your character, an accurate judgment of your character, of who you are. It's most accurately representing who they are. And it just is what it is. The more you see, the less you take things personal. We've all done things that we're not proud of. We've all fallen short. We've all done things. Probably the most worst things we've done were when we were angry or hurt, when we didn't love ourselves. So, the most important thing in life is to learn how to love ourselves, pour into ourselves, because no one can do that for us. Don't let anyone trying to prevent you from doing that win. You have come so far. You have fought so many battles that nobody knows anything about but you and your higher power. You didn't go through all that for no reason. Our biggest suffering, our greatest suffering, our biggest pains in life oftentimes are an initiation to a very big purpose. Sure, some people may have not gone through as many things that you have. Maybe they don't carry as much shame on past decisions. Maybe they've had a smoother ride. That's great. That's awesome. But what you've been through is guiding you to who you're meant to be. And if at the end of the day, every time you've made a mistake, every time you've failed, you turned back to truth, you turned back to love, then that speaks so much more about who you are than any past mistakes you have made. If you always come back to love and truth, you always come back to accountability, compassion, love, forgiveness, that's who you really are. And not everyone does that. Not everyone chooses that. A lot of people choose blaming others, hatred, jealousy, um, darkness. Don't let those types of people stop you from fulfilling your purpose, because your purpose is huge. If you've been through all of these challenges and obstacles and you keep coming back to God, coming back to source, that's the game. You're winning. Not that it's a game of winning and losing, it's a game of learning. And it sounds like you're learning the truth that love is the answer. Love is the highest form of power. Love is what matters. So, extra points for you if you cannot take these attacks personally and instead pray for these people, bless them. Not everyone's built like that. Not everyone has the strength to see truth and act in truth through seeing that person is hurt, they don't love themselves. So they want me to hurt and they want me to not love myself. They want me to be tormented by their demons. But I've already slayed my demons. So other people's demons no longer scare me, and I won't let them torment me. And you shouldn't either. All of the fruits of your labor will be seen, they will be heard, they will be felt. You will make an impact greater than you can even imagine right now. You know why? Because you love God. You love love. You love truth. And that's the highest form of worship, the highest form of devotion that there is. We are expected to make mistakes. We are expected to stumble and fall. But the choice, the free will we have, is do we blame everyone else or do we turn within ourselves and use every mistake and failure as an opportunity to remember love, to remember God, and to choose that over hatred? You cannot put hate out with more hate. Only love can do that. Only love can heal. So I hope if you're going through these attacks, and you think, oh, maybe I just need to be quiet, maybe I shouldn't speak my truth. There's so many people out there spewing hatred left and right, spewing lies. I think it's beautiful and powerful and motivational for you to stand up and speak truth. Your authenticity is your truth. Your journey, your testimony, the good, the bad, the ugly, You're a warrior. That's worth speaking about. And the most beautiful thing about you is after everything you've been through, you always rise up with love for others, with patience, with empathy, with compassion. You always seek truth above all things. Yes, you might get angry. Yes, you might feel this way or that way. That's normal. That's human. We're all human. But at the end of it, you always come back to the truth. You always choose love. That's all God wants from us. That's God's highest form of joy. That's what it's all about. I believe in you. I love you. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. I feel like I know you. You're never alone on this journey. Just keep trusting your gut, keep trusting yourself, keep trusting God. Above all things, remember God every day. Take some time just to meditate, to journal, to pray. Just pause and remember you are on the right track. You're going exactly where you're meant to go. You're right exactly where you're meant to be. You're going to get there exactly when you're meant to get there. There's no rushing, there's no racing, there's no competing. It's just flowing. God's with you. So I know this message will reach the right people. Don't give up. Stand firm. You have been to hell and back. You are one strong, 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 strong person. Don't let this little test of are you going to give up when people start talking and judging, and don't do that. You know it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. And what are those people doing with their lives? It takes a lot of energy. You know, they say it takes more muscles. It takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. It takes a lot more energy to hate than it does to love. So they're using a lot of very important energy on something useless and detrimental to themselves. Love will just keep generating, keep overflowing, expanding, growing. You can't run out of it. So be in that frequency. Continue to be in that. That's who you are. And maybe, just maybe, if enough of us stand up in love and truth, and maybe that'll help raise the frequency of some of these people who are really lost and broken and hurting. No reason to judge them or hate them. We don't want to be in that frequency. But I love you. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day and a magical week. Thanks.